My name is Alissa. I have 2 children, Corey, who is 2, and Ryan, who is 4 months. This is a story about Ryan. One day in the life of Ryan's eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. He's so happy when he first sees me in the morning, and I can't wait to see his face. He was smiling at me, and the flash blinded him, but he was still smiling. The next thing we do when he wakes up is go to the changing table to change his diaper and fix his nose. You can see the boogers in his nose here, and he snorts in the morning because of them. Our next step is saline spray to moisten and clear his nose. He usually takes a deep breath after 2 squirts in each nose, then smiles. The saline spray loosens the mucus in his nose and allows it to come down to the opening of his nose. Then I take all the boogers out with the blue bulb. He is then less noisy and he breathes more easily. He actually enjoys having his nose cleared. His mouth is still full of drool, but his nose is clear. His eyes are open and he's ready for his bottle. I don't have anything available to wipe his mouth. It doesn't really matter because I'm about to give him his bottle. At this moment and many other moments throughout the day, I wish I had a disposable, dry, soft washcloth readily available. I'd like it to be disposable because with 2 kids, I'm just tired of doing laundry. Half the time, I just use the sleeve of my shirt. I love morning bottle because Corey's not yet awake, so it gives Ryan and I some bonding time. It takes him a while to eat because he is always smiling throughout. After his bottle, I placed him in his swing while I went to get Corey from bed. When I came back, his cheeks were full of drool, his eyes were alert because he heard Corey through the monitor. I wiped the drool and formula off his face. He wanted to eat the bib. Off to school for older brother. Corey, Ryan doesn't want his coat on, and he doesn't want the car shade above his head. It's drizzling today, so I'm trying to shield his face from the rain. Ryan loves to hold his cousin's hand. They can hear each other babble, and they like to touch each other. Ryan's hand is in his mouth again, because his teeth are bothering him again. The rain let up for a little, so we bundled up and went outside. I covered Ryan's ears so they wouldn't be cold. His eyes were wide open, taking in the sights. His mouth was full of drool. I wiped it with my hand, another occasion where I could really use some help. Another booger to get. This time, I'm sorry to say, my finger was all that was available. But it was clean, and it was right on the bottom of his nose, wanting to come out. Now it's bath time. The first thing I wash is Ryan's face before the washcloth gets soap on it. Here I am washing his mouth, and he wants to eat the washcloth. His face is so sensitive, I like to use the washcloth with plain water first. I wash Ryan's ears with the washcloth. I go around the outside and then the inside, but never poke in it all the way. I don't want to hurt or injure him. When I have time, I would use a safety swab to clean around his ears. Ryan's eyes are getting washed. I start on the inside and work my way out. Ryan's eyes are still wet and a little teary. His lips are making bubbles. He's kicking, so I think that's what the water around his eyes is from. Although Ryan is kicking away, he won't stop eating his hand. At least we know it's clean. We practice tummy time every day, but after about 30 seconds, Ryan gets frustrated and yells. His eyebrows burrow and he snorts. Ryan had just finished his bottle and drifted off to sleep. I turned on his humidifier and air purifier. Not 5 minutes later, he was up and unhappy about not being held. Daddy caved and Ryan won. Ryan slept on Daddy's chest while Corey and Daddy watched Night Night Baby.